Don't get distracted by what other people are doing or what they have going on, that you end up missing that moment that was meant to open that door. Please stay focused. Please stay focused. Please be inspired by other people, but don't want to be like them. Please be inspired by other people, but don't end up stepping out of your lane, out of your path, out of your purpose to go and try and do what other people are doing, or to go and try and get what other people have. Stop disqualifying yourself from the job, the opportunity, the friendship, the romantic relationship, whatever it is that you keep telling yourself can't happen for you. Get that out of your mind. Get it out of your head. Don't idolize the things that you are looking to have. This is one big way to miss your blessings, to miss the opportunities that are waiting for you. It is the obsession with those things. It's instead of focusing on the journey and the lessons that you get to learn and the moments that get to become an important part of your life, you are so focused on the outcome that you end up missing the blessings of the moment. Hi, community. Welcome back to A Cupful. Thank you so much for joining me. I truly appreciate it. I hope everyone is doing good or well or okay, whichever it is. I hope you're making sure to take good care of yourself. Take good care of yourself and your loved ones. I hope that you are settling well into 2024. I can still say that because we're still in January. This is actually the last day of Jan, so I'm recording this like 2 weeks before, but this is, by the time this episode will be available, it would probably be the 31st of January. Let me check. There is really no specific reason why I'm checking, but yeah, it's going to be the 31st. I hope January has been good to you. I hope you have found yourself settling well into 2024. I know that a new year can be overwhelming for some people, because you don't necessarily know what's going on. You might be still trying to figure out what your next couple of steps are going to be. So yeah, I hope you have been able to navigate that, to cope through that. And listen, it's okay if you're still trying to figure out what's up, what's going on. We are just going into February. And yeah, all I can say is just be intentional. Put your mind to whatever it is you can see yourself doing that you want to do. Have those goals, have those dreams, have those visions, and yeah, make plans to execute whatever you are trying to get done. Yeah. In this week's episode, we're talking not fumbling those blessings. Don't fumble your blessings. I'm talking to myself, I'm talking to you. We're still at the very beginning of the year, as I said, with a whole lot of abundance of blessings to look forward to. And because we don't want to miss those moments when they come along, I believe that we've got to do a few things just to make sure that we are positioning ourselves right to be on the receiving end of what it is that the Lord wants to give, what it is that is waiting for you in this year. I'm Christian. If this is the first episode you are listening to on this podcast, then just to make you aware that that is my religion. And so anytime I'm going to refer to anything, I won't be talking about the universe. I'm not going to be speaking about the universe, talking about manifestation. I don't talk about what else? Energies, all of that stuff. It's not part of my belief system. I believe that God does things for me. So I will be saying God. I will be referring to the Lord, to Jesus, when I'm speaking on these things. But anyways, the first thing that I think we should all be doing is staying alert. Don't get distracted by what other people are doing or what they have going on, that you end up missing that moment that was meant to open that door. Please stay focused. Please stay focused. Please be inspired by other people, but don't want to be like them. Please be inspired by other people, but don't end up stepping out of your lane, out of your path, out of your purpose to go and try and do what other people are doing, or to go and try and get what other people have. Your journey is unique to you, your blessings are unique to you, and I believe that for them to get to you, to reach you, you need to stay exactly where you have been placed. That's just one of the biggest beliefs that I have. So stay alert, don't get distracted. The second thing is stop disqualifying yourself from the job, the opportunity, the friendship, the romantic relationship, whatever it is that you keep telling yourself can't happen for you. Get that out of your mind. Get it out of your head. Get rid of that mindset, because disqualifying yourself is one way to miss your blessing. It's one way to dismiss your blessing. Sometimes you are going to get a job that you have no qualification for, that you have no experience in, and that you have not a single skill in. I don't know how many stories I've heard of people getting jobs, people getting opportunities, people ending up in certain rooms. Listen, and again, I will always believe that that can only be God. That can only be the Lord doing the absolute most. So don't disqualify yourself, because the very room that you don't think you deserve to be in, the very job that you just do not believe you could get, could be the exact opposite of what you keep telling yourself. Number 3, don't idolize the things that you are looking to have. This is one big way to miss your blessings, to miss the opportunities that are waiting for you. It is the obsession with those things. It's instead of focusing on the journey and the lessons that you get to learn and the moments that get to become an important part of your life, you are so focused on the outcome that you end up missing the blessings of the moment. So be careful. And I'm also just speaking to myself in this instant. I need to remind myself that I just need to stop focusing on getting to the end of a thing. Because obviously, if God has put me in a position where I am walking down a certain path, through a certain tunnel, you know, if I'm at a specific place, then what I should be focusing on is not the outcome or my desired outcome, but rather on the important things that are happening along the way that are going to equip me to be able to handle future situations, future seasons, you know what I mean? So yeah, have the dream, have the goal, have the desire, want the thing, but just don't let that thing become the thing that you end up idolizing, end up focusing on. There are other things that you need to be looking at along the way. Number 4, stop lacking gratitude, please. Please. There is always a lot to be grateful for. The fact that you can walk unassisted, if you are listening to this and you can walk unassisted, that you can eat unassisted, those are big, big things. Those are blessings. Those are things to be grateful for. That you have access to Wi-Fi, that you have a smartphone, that you have people that love and care for you. The list is endless, and those are all things to be very, very, very grateful for. They are all blessings. Please take care of them, appreciate them, value them, don't fumble them. You see, the things that I just mentioned, it's so easy to get comfortable and cozy and be like, yeah, you know, this is there. I have this. I don't need to make a big deal of it. I don't need to make it a thing. I believe that we should make the things that God has blessed us with, that we are fortunate enough to have things. Like, you should have a heart full of gratitude all the time. Even the fact that you can boil hot water and make yourself a cup of coffee or a cup of tea is something to be grateful for. And I was watching an episode of a channel YouTube show called Better Together, where women of the Christian faith come together and have different conversations on different topics. And they were particularly speaking on gratitude that day. And one lady said she started practicing gratitude in like very small ways. So she would every morning when she would wake up, like immediately after waking up and getting out of bed, before she would do anything else, she would write down one thing that she is grateful for. So she said the first thing she started with was that she's grateful that she's about to go and make herself a cup of coffee. And she said the more she got into the habit of it, the longer the list started getting. So if that means getting into the habit of writing things that you are grateful for on a paper and putting them in a place that you can see, then start doing that. Because a grateful heart just really, it will have you having so much peace, even when you are still working towards certain things, even when you are experiencing difficulties. I speak from experience. Like, I could be going through a tough time. There are things that I'm dealing with that are very challenging, but I'm in a place now where I've trained my mind and I've trained my heart to be able to go like, yeah, this is happening. This is really hard. I'm really frustrated at this, or I'm really annoyed at this. But I'm really grateful for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So yeah, be appreciative. Don't become a complainer. Don't become someone that whines all the time. It's not good for you. It's not good for the people around you. It's just you are just causing yourself to go into a downward spiral, but a constant one. So yeah, number 5, and I think this is gonna be my final one. It's gonna be quite a short episode actually. Stop walking away from things when it gets hard. Stop. Don't do that. Don't stay. Please hear me out. Don't stay in anything when it gets toxic. But when you clearly have a good thing and you're going through a hard moment with it, please don't give up on it. When has walking away from something that is clearly a once in a lifetime blessing yielded any results? Sometimes the blessing is the person, it's the job, it's the funding opportunity. So, yeah, please learn to work through your challenges in a healthy way so that you do not end up self-sabotaging. You can't run away anytime you or every time you are faced with a challenge. There are very unique situations where people need to be apart so that the other person can work on their issues on their own, because it's just something that they probably have to do alone. There are instances where you are going to need that space. I'm actually reading, almost done with it. I mentioned this in a previous episode. I think it's last week's one. Anyways, I digress. I'm reading Woman Evolve by Pastor Sarah Jakes Roberts, and she made an example about when you need a bit of separation. So there's a character in the Bible named Peter, and he had an opportunity to walk on water. Jesus had said to him, "Come to me, walk on the water. You're good, I've got you." And he was one of the disciples. So that was a good time. That was good for him to be separated from the disciples and to do something alone and to work through whatever fears, whatever issues he was having alone. So there are moments, there will be times, there will be seasons that will require you to do things on your own and then go back to where you are originally supposed to be. And that's fine. But what I'm talking about here is that you can't always, when you feel inconvenienced, frustrated, or annoyed, want to walk away from a thing and then wonder, like you then want to ask yourself, oh my goodness, why are things never coming together for me? You aren't finishing what you have started. The art of completion. Finish what you have started. Stick things through. Life is hard. Learn to regulate your nervous system, your emotional system, but don't put yourself in a position where you are the reason why you are losing out on the good things that you are being blessed with. So, yeah, just take care. Be very mindful and understand that blessings are not things to be taken for granted. So, take care of your body because you are blessed to have it. Don't just put it through the most, and treat it like it's a garbage dump. Don't do that. Don't treat your emotions like they're a garbage dump. Don't treat your feelings like they're a garbage dump. Love yourself for real and take good care of yourself for real. And remember that you will only be able to love other people as far as you are able to love yourself. And remember that the issues that you are trying to avoid, the things that you are not wanting to look into in yourself, they will be mirrored in your relationships, in friendship and in romantic relationships. So don't try and run into a relationship with the hopes that it will fix whatever's going on inside of you. You know what I mean? And you know what? In order for us to truly not fumble our blessings, we need to be able to see how blessed enough we are as it is. Just by being able to look around you and see the things you are blessed with, and see and acknowledge them, and be appreciative of them, you're definitely putting yourself in a position to receive more. Yeah, like I said, today's episode is quite short. Y'all know I can go on forever and talk and talk and talk some more. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me. This is definitely where we are ending the episode. I really, really appreciate it. If you want to put anyone on, let them know that they can find a cupful on all listening platforms. And if they're looking to just test the waters first, A Cupful has a TikTok page. The handle is at A Cupful Pod. Otherwise, head on straight over to Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, Google Podcast, really many more. And I hope and pray and wish that you would just remember to count your blessings and be grateful for each and everything that you have. Yeah, have a lovely remainder of this week. Rest when you need to, work when you need to, count your blessings, look in the mirror and say nice things to yourself. Be kind to other people. Please be kind to other people. Pray. Open your heart. Open your mind to the goodness that awaits you in 2024. Set goals. Focus. Work hard. And most importantly, don't forget to keep doing the things that fill your cup.